Hello and welcome back to Tournament 26 of Halo Ninja Warrior. 100 competitors have stepped up to the challenge on the first Halo Infinite tournament, where Stage 1 provided triumph and heartbreak. Despite the sting of top competitors like Hunter, Strafe, Weapon Matt, and many more failing Stage 1, we have an impressive list of 11 talented jumpers who will continue their journey. Free MMO Direct, Fragile NW, Joey Davis, Spartan Walnut, Sane the Legend, Patty Freakin', Rog, Spenny37, Gotenks, Fireball, and Atlantic Champ will be the first to take on Halo Infinite's second stage. With a mix of new and old Halo Ninja Warrior obstacles, this second stage will be a true test of speed and precision. Our competitors will have 6 obstacles to complete and must do so within a time limit of only 70 seconds. Anyone who reaches the buzzer in time will advance to Stage 3 and make it one step closer to the final tower. Now let's get to the start line to see our first second stage attempt. The honor of having the first ever attempt at Stage 2 on Halo Infinite belongs to the newcomer, Free MMO Direct. MMO been waiting a long time to make his debut on Halo Ninja Warrior, and he has made the most of it so far, and now he has 70 seconds, and he will start with the downhill jump, which has not been seen since Tournament 10. MMO has got it. Now he is onto the returning Kudari Salmon Ladder, last seen in Tournament 21. Some throwback obstacles here on Stage 2. MMO gets up and very smooth. Now he's got to go back down. Drops down 2 of the rungs quickly and sticks onto that bottom rung. Can he get the dismount? Yes, he can. He is the first competitor to attempt the new obstacle, the Sphere. MMO walking around it slowly. If you go too fast on this ledge, you might slip off. MMO goes for the dismount. Oh, that was close, but he's got it. Now the double pinch, a deadly obstacle. Now as the 4th obstacle of Stage 2, MMO has got it. Now the metal spin, this time with a grapple hook. Can MMO do it? He grapples too late and doesn't get it. The newcomer's incredible debut comes to an end at the metal spin.
As a newcomer, it's been an amazing feeling, and I really hope other newcomers like me will come and take on a course like this. It's been so much fun.
Well, we saw newcomers succeed early in Halo 5 with people like Mighty Master and Hook Skywalker and even Campy, but none of them really came back to do any more damage. We'll be on the lookout for Free MMO and Fragile NW to hopefully return in the future, continue to compete, and continue to do well. Fragile NW, another PC newcomer who is able to clear Stage 1 this tournament. He gets very low on the downhill jump, but he's able to get enough lift to make it to the dismount. Now he's climbing up the salmon ladder. Fragile gets to the top very cleanly, and he goes for a big sprint jump over to the other salmon ladder. Now he's got to go back down. Fragile NW goes down very quick. Now for the dismount. This can be sketchy, but he's got it. Now the Sphere. Got to take it nice and slow. But I want these newcomers to continue to push themselves on this course and come back for the future, which is not what we saw in Halo 5, at least at the beginning. We start to see a little bit more of that later on. Fragile now onto the double pinch. He gets the first one. Oh, and he jumps way too early and comes up short of the second pinch. And just like that, we have our first double pinch failure of Tournament 26.
You know, for how long I have watched Halo Ninja Warrior and haven't had the opportunity to compete, I think coming out on my first attempt and doing this well, I think it sends waves to people, you know, letting them know who's here to really play. You know, there's bigger threats now, and you know, we're here.
Well, I am dying for more of that from our PC newcomers. We'll see how they do in future Halo Infinite tournaments. But next up is one of the course's biggest rising stars. This is Joey Davis. In the last tournament, he went out on the double pinch of Stage 2. But in the 2 tournaments prior, he had reached Stage 3. Now he is off on the downhill jump, and he's got the head slide, no problem. Now for the salmon ladder, Joey Davis, this is his 4th straight time on Stage 2. Now he's going back down. He's going to hop out for each rung. Joey gets a save jump on the bottom one, hits his head, and he makes it. Now Joey Davis is onto the sphere. Walking around it nice and slowly. Can he get the dismount? Joey is through it with 35 seconds left. The obstacle he failed last tournament. Joey Davis. He's got it. Now he is onto the metal spin. This is where free MMO Direct failed. Joey gets the grapple. And he's got the dismount. Joey Davis is onto the wall lift. He's still got 18 seconds left. Tons of time. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Joey Davis is going on to stage 3. Our first competitor on Halo Infinite to defeat stage 2 is the man who cannot decide on a gamer tag, but he's got the skills for this course. All of the obstacles, even the one he failed last tournament, he handled with ease. And with 15.3 seconds left, Joey Davis is back on stage 3 for the 3rd time in his career. At least now we know the second stage is doable. Next up, we've got Spartan Walnut. This is his first time on stage 2. He defeated stage 1 for his first time on his 6th appearance. Spartan Walnut, 70 seconds. He is on to the downhill jump. And he's got the dismount. Now Walnut onto the Kudari salmon ladder. Jumps for the second rung. He misses. Spartan Walnut is out immediately on the salmon ladder. He went from the jump from the first one up to the second one, barely missed it, but it kicked him out enough for him to not be able to get back for a save jump. Well, still proud of Spartan Walnut for getting to stage 2 this tournament, but next up we have the veteran, Sane the Legend, Halo Ninja Warriors' second most experienced competitor. He was on stage 2 in tournament 23 when he failed the crank dive, the second obstacle. Let's see if Sane can improve on that. He's onto the downhill jump. He gets into it. Sane doesn't get into the head slide. Sane the Legend is out on the first obstacle of stage 2. Oh, it looked like he didn't get a good enough jump, and he might not have been perfectly centered. The barrier is so tiny there. If you are not dead centered on that head slide, you will fall out of it. Well, that is a shockingly early exit for Sane the Legend, but we are on to someone we have not seen on stage 2 in a very long time. Back on stage 2 for his first time in 7 years is Patty Freakin'. This veteran began competing in Tournament 13, and by Tournament 14, he was already on Stage 2. After an impressive start to his career that included a deep Stage 3 run in Tournament 16, Patty entered Halo 5 with high expectations. After a Stage 2 failure in Tournament 17, things quickly spiraled out of control for Patty. All of Patty's last 8 runs on this course have been Stage 1 failures, with results varying from second obstacle to second to last obstacle failures. Now, Patty will battle Stage 2 for his 4th time and attempt to vanquish this stage for the 2nd time in his career. Patty Freakin', a very enjoyable competitor to watch and to be around. Very supportive of other jumpers in the community as well. He is off on Stage 2. And unlike Sane, he is through the downhill jump, now onto the Kudari salmon ladder. Patty Freakin', can he do it? The last time he was on stage 2, he failed the 3rd obstacle, the spider walk. Patty now has to go back down the salmon ladder. He's staying on the edges, walking off. He's catching them. Can he get to the last one? Patty with a save jump. He's got it. Now the dismount. There is no doubt that Patty Freakin' is a revived jumper now that Halo Infinite includes PC players. He's going a little slowly. He's down to 30 seconds already, taking his time on the sphere. Patty Freakin', can he get the dismount? Yes, he can, but he's down to 22 seconds. He needs to move. Patty Freakin' is into the double pinch. He's got it. Now for the metal spin. Come on, Patty. He's got to move. He's down to 12 seconds. He's got the metal spin. It's going to be a race against the clock. Can Patty do it? He's got the first one. No! Patty Freakin' is out on the wall lift. It was going to be a race against the clock, but I think he could have done it. But he doesn't jump late enough, and he comes up short on the very first jump. That is a heartbreaking failure for Patty Freakin'. So close to getting back to stage 3, but that wall lift is a very fearsome obstacle here on stage 2. Well, we are already over halfway through the second stage after that run, and next up is the Spartan Sasuke host, Rog. His 10th appearance on the course, his 4th time on stage 2. The last time he was there was in Tournament 24 when he failed the double pinch. This could be a revenge story for Rog. He is on to the downhill jump. Rog looking good. He's got the dismount, now the Kudari salmon ladder. He failed this obstacle in Tournament 20, so he's got a couple chances at redemption right now. He gets up the first ladder very easily. Now he's got to drop back down. It's down to the second, the third. Rog slips off, and he is out on the Kudari salmon ladder for the second time in his career. He tried to take the slow approach, but he had too much momentum dropping down onto that third rung, and he wasn't able to grab on to the fourth rung.
You know, it's funny. The last time I attempted the salmon ladder was Tournament 20, and I failed it. And then I failed it again this tournament. That was probably the one obstacle on this stage 2 I was the most worried about. I think if I got through that, I think there's a decent chance I would have made it to stage 3. It's very disappointing, but, you know, it happens. At least we got here to start off Infinite, and hopefully next tournament I can get some revenge.
Well, I am very proud of Rog for getting back to stage 2 on the first Halo Infinite tournament. It's competitors like Rog and Spenny37, competitors like this that are showing that even the old jumpers who have been around for a long time can adapt to a brand new game. But Killer's been reviving his career lately. In Tournament 23 and 24, he got to stage 3. He did fail stage 1 in the last tournament, but he launches himself into the downhill jump and it works. That was incredible. Now he is onto the salmon ladder. We've already seen 2 competitors fail this obstacle. Killer gets up it very easily. Now he's got to go back down on the second ladder. He's going to jump up and use his momentum to carry him all the way down. What a technique. It worked beautifully. Spenny37 now onto the sphere. He gets onto it. Now you got to walk very slowly around. If you pick up too much speed, it could be the end of your stage 2 run. Spenny37, his 19th appearance. Looking out for number 20 next tournament, but trying to make this a memorable start to Halo Infinite. Goes for the dismount. Spenny37 comes up short on the dismount of the sphere. The brand new stage 2 obstacle. He got into a great position for the dismount, but didn't get enough momentum to make that big leap. Still an impressive performance from the man who's been around since Tournament 8. And we can say the same thing about our next competitor. Making his 13th appearance on the second stage is the Xbox One All-Star, Gotenks. Gotenks has competed in every tournament since Tournament 8 and holds some incredible records on the course. Firstly, he is the only competitor to reach the final stage in back-to-back tournaments, and he is the only competitor with 3 final stage appearances. In the regeneration era, he began with a second stage clear in Tournament 21, but has not been able to get back to stage 3 since then. He failed the double pinch on his last stage 2 attempt in Tournament 23, but both of his last 2 appearances were stage 1 failures. This tournament, Gotenks managed to break his failure streak and defeat stage 1 with just 0.03 of a second on the clock. Now, this former All-Star will attempt to kick off Halo Infinite with his 10th second stage clear. You can tell it's the first tournament on a new game because Gotenks is not rocking the Recon helmet yet. Still has to unlock it. But let's see if he can defeat stage 2. 70 seconds. Gotenks is onto the downhill jump. He jumps across, looks straight up. That's his preferred technique, and it usually works out for him in practice. It works out in the real run too. Now the salmon ladder. Gotenks getting some good jumps. Now he's onto the last rung. Misses it once. Misses it twice. Come on, Gotenks. All right, he's struggling right now with this top rung. Come on. It's a little bit taller than the rest, but he can't get it. Gotenks really struggling on the salmon ladder. He backs off, and he is out on the second obstacle of stage 2. Gotenks' earliest stage 2 exit to date. He just could not get up to that 5th rung. And eventually he tried to back up a little bit too far, and he slipped off. Still very happy that the former All-Star was able to get back to Stage 2. But now we are on to our second to last competitor on Stage 2. This is the Grand Champion, Fireball. In the last tournament, he defeated Stage 2. Ignore that text. That's wrong. That was not Tournament 24, because in Tournament 24, he failed the wall lift. It was a whole debacle. He was trying to go for 10 Stage 2 clears in a row, which would have been a record, but he couldn't do it. Now Fireball is aiming for his second straight Stage 2 clear. Right now he's on the salmon ladder, hopping up it very nicely. He made short work of that first ladder. Now he is going down, jumping down each rung. Fireball with the same jump, and he's got the dismount. Now onto the sphere. Nice frog jump onto it, and okay. He's going to be weird and go around the left side. We have not seen that today yet. Fireball now going for the dismount. He's got it. The double pinch. The Grand Champion. Can he defeat it? Fireball gets the first one, the second one, and he's made it to the dismount. Now for the metal spin. He's going to go to the right. He grapples it. And Fireball has made the dismount. Now the obstacle that he failed in Tournament 24. Can he do it twice in a row? Fireball? Yes, he can! He is moving on to Stage 3 for the second tournament in a row and his 12th time overall. What a beautiful run from the reigning champion.
Let's go. I'm not even gonna lie, Fireball. You're actually kind of fucking boring.
Yeah, can you fail stage 1 for once on
yeah,
this
could
course?
you mix it up
Yeah,
so
please.
it's a little more drama?
I want the landmine.
Yeah.
I kind of see what people are saying about Fireball is just so boring now, but to me, he's one of the most exciting competitors of all time on Halo Ninja Warrior, and now he will be joining Joey Davis on Stage 3 for the first Halo Infinite tournament. But now we are on to our last runner on Stage 2. Wrapping up Stage 2 for Tournament 26 is the veteran Atlantic champ. Atlantic attempted to make his debut in Tournament 16, but failed to qualify. He made his debut in Tournament 17, failing the first obstacle of Stage 1, but since then, Atlantic has grown into one of the course's top competitors. Going into Tournament 25, Atlantic was coming off of 6 straight Stage 1 clears and a first place finish in Tournament 24. Unfortunately, his streak ended in the last tournament as he was rejected by the Crooked Wall. Now, on Atlantic's 10th appearance, he has gotten off to a positive start on Halo Infinite and will now try to further his comeback performance. Atlantic champ, let's see what he can do. Already an improvement from Tournament 25. It's the first Halo Infinite tournament. He melees as he goes into the downhill jump. Now he is on to the Kudari Salmon ladder. Got to go up this first ladder. He makes a mistake, but is able to correct it quite nicely. He's onto the 4th rung, up to the 5th. That's a big jump, and he gets it. Now the transition across, and he's got to drop back down. Jumpy gonna get a nice gravity pull down right there, and he is onto the spear. Can Jumpy pull it off? He gets onto it. He is going to stay standing. Some people like to crouch. Some people like to stand. So far, the only person who's failed it is Spenny37, but he failed the dismount. Jumpy does not fail the dismount. Now his nemesis, the double pinch. He gets the first one, and Jumpy, no! He's short of the second pinch. Atlantic champ, the one obstacle he struggles with the most, comes back to haunt him today. He comes up short, and for the 3rd time in his career, the double pinch has ended his dreams of making it back to Stage 3.
I can't be too disappointed in myself because I literally drove home from college yesterday. I haven't been able to put the time that I've usually been able to do for these tournaments. So to fail an obstacle that I know a thing or two about failing, it doesn't really feel too bad, and at least I got a clear in. Just, I thought I could clear, so I had that expectation beforehand, so that's why I'm a little bit let down, but overall I can't be mad about clearing Stage 1 at this point in time.
With that failure, only 2 of the 100 competitors who started Tournament 26 remain with a chance at total victory. in Halo Ninja Warrior's first tournament on Halo Infinite, Joey Davis and the Grand Champion Fireball are the only ones who could outlast both the first and second stage. Now, these two incredibly talented jumpers will take on the third stage. Despite 3 competitors defeating this stage in the last tournament, this stage remains largely unmodified from last tournament, save for 2 major factors. First is a brand new final obstacle, the Rapid Repulse, which features Halo Infinite's new repulsor equipment. And second, above all else, this is a brand new game with entirely different physics and mechanics from Halo 5. Will either of these 2 competitors defeat Stage 3? One has never defeated it before, and the other has defeated it twice. The stakes are high as the entire tournament comes down to 8 of the toughest obstacles this course has to offer, and 2 jumpers who are left with the task of defining the first Halo Infinite tournament. Let's get to the start line and see how our first competitor will fare. Time for the first ever Halo Infinite Stage 3 attempt. It's Joey Davis. His 5th time on the course and his 3rd time on Stage 3. The last time was in Tournament 24 when he became the course's first ever Pyramid Scheme victim. Now he has no time limit. The Pyramid Scheme is here, but he will have to defeat 4 very difficult obstacles to get to it. He destroyed the Flying Bar. Now he is on to the Lamp Grasper. Haven't seen this since Tournament 17. Been a long while. Joey getting some good jumps right now. Taking 1 save jump on each globe. That technique works swimmingly, which maybe isn't a good term to use for this course. Joey destroys the curtain cling. He had failed that before in Tournament 23, but now he is on to the ultra crazy cliffhanger. He beat this in Tournament 24, gets the first transition very nicely. Now he is gotta make this tough corner jump over to the 3rd ledge. He's got it, or he's safe jumping at least. There he goes. And he jumps to the 4th one. Joey Davis is out on the ultra crazy cliffhanger. He defeated it in Tournament 24, but he couldn't do it today. He actually looked like he was trying to go for a momentum jump to the 5th ledge, but he came up short of the 4th ledge. He sprinted right there and just came up short. The technique failed him. He was trying to use it to get a little extra momentum, but Joey Davis suffers his first ever cliffhanger failure.
Going into this tournament, I honestly expected to fail in the flying chute, so getting past Stage 1, that felt great. Getting past the double pinch, that felt great, getting revenge, so I'm glad I beat Stage 2, but going into Stage 3, I just messed up my technique. I tried to full send that 4th ledge there, and I just messed up my technique, so it is what it is. We come back next tournament, hopefully get farther, if not beat the stage.
Even on the new game, that ultra crazy cliffhanger is an obstacle to be reckoned with. And now, after 99 failures in Tournament 26, there is 1 competitor left with a chance at keeping this tournament alive. And you know this moment is not too big for him. He is always ready for situations like this. Tournament 26's last man standing is the Grand Champion, Fireball. This is the 6th time in Fireball's career that he is the last man standing, and this is his 12th time on the 3rd stage. Out of his previous 11 Stage 3 attempts, he has been very successful, defeating the cliffhanger obstacle 8 times. On Halo 5, Fireball made it to the final obstacle of the 3rd stage 3 times in a row, finally clearing it in Tournament 20 on his road to total victory. In the Regeneration era, Fireball was the first and only one to defeat the ultra crazy cliffhanger in Tournament 21, and he was the only one to do it again in Tournament 22. In Tournament 23, he suffered an early exit on the curtain cling, and then failed Stage 2 in Tournament 24. But last tournament, he bounced back and cleared Stage 3 for the 2nd time in his career. Going into this tournament, Fireball has finished in first place 4 times, tied with Drago is Sick and Hunter Unit 751. Now, Fireball stands on the precipice of Halo Ninja Warrior history, aiming to be the first to reach 5 first-place finishes, while also setting his sights on conquering Stage 3 in the inaugural Halo Infinite tournament. Here we go, the final run of Tournament 26. No one else is left in this tournament but Fireball, who drew number 96 in the lottery, is still standing. Fireball onto the Lamp Grasper. He gets the first one, now the second one. Now he's going down to the third. Goes to the fourth. Doing a very similar technique, getting a save jump on each one. Fireball. He's made it to the curtain cling, an obstacle he has failed in the past. Can he do it today? Yes, he can. Fireball is on to the ultra crazy cliffhanger. He is 3 for 3 on this obstacle. 3 for 3. It's just a perfect Halo number. Now he's gonna instantly go up to the fourth one. He is in first place right now after having landed on that fourth ledge. Now the transition, he goes for it. He doesn't jump. Fireball is out on the ultra crazy cliffhanger. The first time he has failed this version of the cliffhanger. He hasn't failed a cliffhanger since his debut in Tournament 12.
Ran off. I got to it. I went for the fatty. I didn't really have too much expectation. It's a really hard stage. I wanted to get to the cliffhanger. I didn't know how far I'd get into it, but I'm happy where I got. I wish I got a jump on the transfer, but I was just going for all the momentum and just ran off a little bit too late. But I'm looking forward towards the next Halo Infinite tournament, and I'm glad everyone had a exciting tournament.
For the 4th time in Halo Ninja Warrior history, the tournament ends on a cliffhanger. But this is a historical moment as Fireball has just become the first competitor in Halo Ninja Warrior history with 5 first-place finishes. Congratulations, Fireball, and I will not be surprised if he builds upon that record in the future. In the end, 100 competitors rose to the challenge of the first Halo Infinite tournament, and ultimately, all 100 were defeated. Over a decade ago, Tournament 1 sparked the journey that we have all embraced. Some have been there since the beginning, and some have joined us along the path, and others have said their goodbyes. But all 802 different competitors who have taken that first leap will always have a place in this course's history. In 10 years, Halo Ninja Warrior has seen 1,600 attempts at the course, and despite only 3 total victories, the stories and memories are endless. Now, as Halo Ninja Warrior evolves on its 4th different Halo game, the future shines bright for the new generation of Halo jumping, as both newcomers and veterans alike all have the same opportunity to create a new history. I would like to thank everyone for their continued support of Halo Ninja Warrior over the last 10 years. As the course host, I could not have done this without all of the competitors, the contributors, and the viewers, so thank you. If you enjoyed Tournament 26 like I did, please leave a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. If you ever want to compete in a future tournament, you can always message me, SMOKEY Massacre, on Xbox Live or on Discord. Again, thank you all for a very exciting beginning to Halo Infinite, and I cannot wait to see you all next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.